Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I welcome you to all my videos. And I am so appreciative that you guys are spending time with me. I know that there's so many different things pulling at us in this world, a billion different distractions. And so the fact that you guys are spending time with me rather than something else is really, really gratifying. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about fake versus real people. It's actually a really interesting thing because for me, I've been used to the idea of defending myself or running away from fake people for so long that when a younger INFJ asked me recently, what's the difference between a fake person and a real person? How can you tell the difference? I was actually kind of surprised. I thought that was universal knowledge. I thought that everyone would know the difference between the two and how to find out if someone's real or fake, or how to differentiate between the two. I thought that would be common knowledge. Obviously, it's not. And so in this video, I wanted to kind of briefly give you an overview of what I use as my criteria for differentiating between the fake people and the real people that I encounter in my life, right? It's, in my mind, very simple. It's how authentic are they with themselves. So most people are playing a role in this world. Even as I move through the world, I'm not actually really showing my true colors to the world, because it's if an INFJ really showed their true colors to the universe or to the world, we would be ostracized completely, and we would be thought of as completely insane, right? And so from the beginning of time, from when we're really young, we learn that we need to hide our true self. Now, what we do instead of showing our true self is, we show our chameleon self. So kind of take on the roles and responsibilities, or we kind of take on the way other people do things. We can't take on their qualities. If someone is being an extrovert around us, we'll become an extrovert as well. If someone else is being an introvert, we're going to be an introvert. Kind of that sounds like we're being fake, really. And that's one of the hard things about this whole thing, is that, everyone is in some way being fake around other people, because you really only show your true self, especially as an INFJ, to yourself. I think the only person who knows who I am is me. Really, there are people who know parts of me, there are people who know certain aspects of me, but mostly the only person that I reveal myself to is myself, right? And so yes, partly I am walking through the world showing the world a different side of me, not completely different, obviously, or perhaps hiding parts of me, because I don't want them to see me in all my vulnerabilities, or I don't want them to judge me or reject me or whatever it might be, right? As I get older, obviously it gets worse and worse in the fact that I don't want to hang out with people at all, because I really don't want to have to justify my actions or talk to them or have them ask me questions on why I do things a certain way. I live a very different kind of lifestyle. It's the truth. It's the way I live. And so and a lot of people don't understand it. I'm always getting questions like, why do you live like this? Why do you do things this way? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to answer your questions. I don't want to explain myself to you, because you're not going to understand anyway. So why waste my time, right? The whole point of this is that it's sometimes very hard to differentiate between the fake and the real people. The criteria that I use specifically is, for me, it really matters if you are doing something to impress someone else, or you're doing it because it is important to you, right? I'll give you a quick example. One of the fakest people that I ever met in my life was in Thailand, and he was actually a digital nomad. He was one of those people who owned a business online and was doing apparently really well from what I heard. And he was sitting next to me, and he was one of those people who I think was told, or was very poor when he was young, so he was told that in order to impress people, you need to show them that you're rich, right? And so that's what he did throughout the conversation. We were sitting and having dinner, a bunch of us. It was a big group. It was like maybe 10 or 15 people. It was a friend of a friend. And I was sitting with my girlfriend, and we were just chatting, and he was next to me, and the whole conversation, everything that he spoke about was all about how much money he made this year, how much money he made last year, how much money he's going to make next year, what he spent that money on, and the fact that he has lots of money, and so he can buy a really expensive bottle of wine. He bought a really expensive bottle of wine, not because he liked the taste of it, but because it was expensive. He bought the most expensive item on the menu because it was most expensive, not because I don't know if he liked it or not. And so all of these things, as soon The weird thing is, though, as an INFJ, you will just instantly start getting a tingly feeling in your body and start getting an icky feeling in your body, because as soon as you sat down next to me, I had never met this person, but I knew that I was not going to like him. And as soon as you opened his mouth, obviously, I knew instantaneously that I was never going to like him. Why does it matter if you're real or fake? The thing to me is that when people try to impress someone else incessantly, really, really, really hard, it makes me wonder what exactly is inside of you. It makes me feel or think that there's emptiness inside of them, because there's no other reason you try to impress all of these random strangers around you who really are nothing, who have no qualities. Why would you want to do that to or for these people? Why would you want to impress these people when they don't actually really matter? It's like a quote that I heard recently in a book that I'm reading on Stoicism, and basically the gist of it was, there are all these people who are trying to impress other people who themselves don't like themselves, right? These people who you're trying to impress, they don't like themselves. They're not even impressed by themselves. They don't even like themselves. So why would you want these kind of people to be impressed by you? Why would you want these kind of people to like you or care about you? Why would you care, right? And so if they do care, it makes me wonder why. What is going on there? Like what is the emptiness inside of them, or what kind of gap or hole are they trying to fill? Is it the fact that their father never appreciated them or never acknowledged them, or was the fact that they were really poor and so now they want to show the world that they're rich, or that they have an inferiority complex or a superiority complex, whatever it might be. So instead of actually being with the person and being friends with them, I'm always trying to analyze them, be like, hey, what's going on with you? Why are you like this? Of course, I can't be friends with people like that. Now, I know perhaps it's a little bit judgmental, but I just know that I'm never going to be able to connect with their real self anyways. And for an INFJ, the main thing with being friends with someone is to connect with their real self. We want to connect with that true, deep, authentic self of yours. We want to swim in the deep waters that is you. We don't want to go into the shallow. And if I know with a person like that, with a fake person who doesn't really show their true self, I'm never going to have that deep conversation. I'm never going to see into their deepness. They themselves probably have never seen it themselves, right? So why would they show it to me? One of the other things that I've noticed about fake people a lot is, and this is weird because I think they see that we see them and we see that they're fake. So I've noticed that either they start trying to impress us, which happens a lot, as for me, like people start randomly trying to impress me, and I think to myself, you don't have to do that. You don't have to try, because I'm not going to be impressed by that anyways. But also what they try to do on the other end of the spectrum is they start hating us and trying to poke holes in us and trying to put us down. So it happens either way. Either try to impress us or they try to poke holes in us. And instantaneously, I'll know that there's something about me that's causing them to feel an inferiority complex. I don't know what it is. It has happened to me so many times, not even funny. And so in that regard, usually I'll just walk away, because I don't like bringing people down. And it's very easy to bring a fake person down. It's very easy to break their bubble and to show them who they really are. It's really easy to show them their vulnerability and to show them their weakness, to basically poke holes in their veneer, if you want to call it, right? And so easy to do that for an INFJ that it's not worth it. I see the little vulnerable kid inside of them that's really trying so hard, and so I really don't want to bother. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I think I explained what I wanted to explain in it. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know. If you have anything that you want me to expand upon, any idea that you liked or didn't like or didn't agree with, let me know as well. You can comment below, or if you guys want to private message me, all my contact information is in the description below. I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.